This is more than motherhood. This is healing, identity, truth. Welcome to She Knows Her Story.
Hey, y'all. It is Maria, the host of She Knows Her Story podcast. We are finally here. If you know, you know that I was supposed to launch a year ago, but in God's timing, right? I am officially launching on Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day, y'all. We put in that work. We deserve to be celebrated, okay? Yes, so we are finally here. This is the first episode. So, welcome to my viewers and my listeners. I am so blessed to be sitting here. It is an honor to be sitting in this seat, and I'm so excited for what we have this season. I want to deem this episode the foundation. I want you all to know why I am doing this, why I'm so passionate about this. If you know me, I call this my baby. She Knows Her Story podcast is my baby. It's something that I feel like I have birthed. It's something that I have fed, something I have prayed on, something that God has covered, right? But we here, and I'm excited. So let's just get right into it. Again, I am Maria. I am a Philly native, Philly, SWP, South Philly, Southwest to be exact. And I'm a mom. I have a 7-year-old daughter, Nairobi. If you know my other brand, Maria Nairobi, Nairobi is my daughter. And I wanted to start this podcast because I wanted Black and brown women, specifically in the Philly and the tri-state area, to have a safe space. But before I get into that, let's go back in time. Whatever that person say. Who was I before motherhood? I was a 27-year-old living, y'all. I was traveling. My rent was like $450. I was living. I had so much freedom, and not only freedom as in like I had time, but I had freedom in I didn't feel like I had to be responsible as much as I am now being a mom. So I was just free. Like I don't even know. I had goals, but really not. I was already in my corporate job. I was making pretty good money, and I was just around. I didn't really, I'm not going to say I didn't have a purpose, but I don't remember having one. Maybe I did have one. I don't remember. It's been years. But so when I did have my daughter, I found myself no longer in a relationship. I was alone. I didn't know what I was going to do. I was ashamed because for me, I was that little girl that said that I was going to be married. I was going to be married. I was going to have that picket fence. I had that picket fence like storyline down. And none of that was true. None of that was true at all. So I found myself like, self-reflecting, like, who am I? What am I going to give this child? I couldn't even bring her into the world with a co-parent, so forth and so on. And then I felt myself in motherhood. Like she's born at this point, and excuse my French, but shit hit the fan. It hit the fan. I'm not going to get too much into that in this episode because we got seasons, baby. We got a lot coming, but I am still currently in a custody battle. My daughter will be 8 July 2nd. So that was going on. It literally challenged everything I thought I knew as a woman. Everything I thought I knew going into motherhood. It challenged all of it. And then I started looking for resources. Like, okay, who can I go to talk about this? And I didn't have anyone to talk about it to because all my friends, they didn't have kids. And I would go on social media or just different social outlets, and I couldn't find anybody that looked like me that was truly talking about motherhood. I'm not talking about like, oh, putting your kid on a eating schedule or on a bad schedule, or this is what I do to breastfeed. That's all necessary topics, right? That's all necessary discussions. But I didn't see anybody talking about the topics that I really wanted to hear. I wanted to hear the nitty gritty. I wanted to hear I am tired of being a mom. I wanted to hear that I feel resentment. I wanted to hear that I am tired. I wanted to hear that I don't feel good enough as a mom. And I didn't. I couldn't find it, especially people that look like me. So then now, my daughter, like I said, it was about to be 8, and it was about last year. I remember I woke up in the middle of the night, and literally I felt like God spoke to me and said that I needed to create this podcast. Like literally, I needed to do it. And like I said, I was supposed to launch on my birthday last year, and it didn't happen. And I couldn't shake it. I have a lot of stuff going on, y'all. Y'all know I have different, if you know me, I have a different brand where I do totally different niche. So I kind of left this behind. I kind of slid that to the corner. And God was like, nah, I couldn't shake it because it's something that is needed. Black and brown women need a space that where we can talk, we can cry, we can look crazy, we can be crazy. We need a space that is safe where we can be honest with ourselves and others. Motherhood is hard. Hard is an understatement. Motherhood is something that I don't think we can quite put in words because the feeling of it and the experience of it is beyond what the English vocabulary can explain personally. And with that being said, that doesn't mean that we shouldn't have a space where we can say it. In the Black community, it's certain things is literally taboo. That Black women, we got to be strong. We got to be strong. We got to take care of the kids the right way. Everyone is always telling you something to do with your kid. You need to do this. When I was a mom, you did. When she was that age, you need to do this. Why are you not doing this? We're dictated, right? You have so much coming at you. You have your family members. You have society. You have social media coming at you, or how you should be as a Black or a brown mother. But it's no platforms where we can say how we feel, how it hurts, how some of us don't have the tools, how some of us really want to say fuck those kids, how some of us say that I need a mental break and they need to go with their father and we're not getting beat up for it, or they need to go to a family member's house because I need a break. Growing up, I didn't even hear that. Like, I never heard those words. My mom was a go, 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 go. Always. It was never, oh man, I need a break. It was like we wasn't allowed to. I want that space for us. I want to talk about it all. I want to talk about survival. I want to humanize the Black and brown mother. We are humans. But for whatever reason, throughout centuries, from the beginning of time, somehow we have been dehumanized. And I want a space where we can talk about it. We are so much more than mothers. We are so much more than that. And we should be able to talk about it. We need to talk about what's working, what's not working, what we would like to work. We have a voice. We have so much to say. And I feel like we're always dictated what we are, how we are, what we're going to do, how we're going to do it. So I don't want to talk too much, y'all, because I can talk. I can talk. I don't want to say too much in this episode. Because we have so much coming. So what should you expect from She Knows Her Story podcast? So we will be having 2 episodes a month. It will be launched every Sunday. Well, every second Sunday. Well, first and third Sunday of the month. I got that right. I had to think about it. First and third Sunday of the month at noon, starting Mother's Day. The first episode will be me of the month. The second episode will always be me and a guest. My guests are handpicked. They all have something. They have a story to tell. And yeah, season 2 is already in the works, but season 1, I'm so excited. And I want a Black or brown mom out there to say, I found a safe space. I want healing for my viewers and my listeners. I want, even if I just touch one person, I want you to know you're not alone. You're not alone. We gang up in here. It's a lot of us. You can find me on Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. It is She Knows Her Story podcast. Thank you so much for listening. If you're listening and if you are viewing, thank you for viewing. I so appreciate being in this seat right now. It means so much more than I can ever explain, and it's above me. This goes, it's beyond me. I'm just serving the purpose, right? Thank you. Thank you so much. And I can't wait to see you in the next episode. Bye.